Welcome back. Jeff and I are about to go on our next camping trip. So that means we're getting ready, and in here is all of our pantry essentials. So some of these items are for planned dinners or breakfasts or even lunches, and then some of them are just in here just in case or for snacks. And let's dive in. Everything in this bin is gluten-free and dairy-free because that is how we eat. And let me tell you, we're not missing out at all because there are some real winners in here. Let's start off with our s'mores pouch. So in here, we have some graham crackers, some Dandy's marshmallows, and some chocolate options. There is some Justin's peanut butter cups and some Hue chocolate, both of which are dairy-free. And then we also recently found these Hershey's plant-based bars and these Reese's ones. What I like about these is they melt a lot faster because they're like more of a chocolate candy than a chocolate. So we're gonna give these a try. And then we do have some extra graham crackers because last time we ate most of the ones in here. Let's stay on the sweet treat train here. We have some cookies. So although s'mores are always nice, if you're thinking about wanting a sweet treat in the middle of the day, you might want something that does involve roasting a marshmallow, and this is a great option. We have a few different options for savory snacks. So we have some Good Crisp salt and vinegar. We have some of the Quinn pizzeria cheesy. These are totally giving combo vibes, but again, gluten and dairy free, super delicious. And we also have a summer sausage. This one is Fennel Tuscan. I'm very excited about that. Now we'll talk breakfast. So we have a few different options in here. We have some blueberry walnut purely Elizabeth collagen oatmeal, and this stuff cooks up super fast, super easy. And what I love about it is it's really easy to add things to. So we'll probably be adding some fresh fruit. In here in another box, I have some nut butters. We have some cinnamon as well. And so this is a really great option for a quick breakfast. Alternatively, we have, very important, just add water, pancake mix. This is Simple Mills. It's one of our favorite brands, and this stuff is really great. What I also love about it is it has protein. There's 11 grams of protein in these pancakes, which is a lot for pancakes. And so this is a great option, highly recommend. Just definitely make sure that if you're gluten and or dairy free or have any allergens, that whatever you're grabbing is the just add water. We have a few other options in here for making quick alternatives to our meal plan or adding to our current meal plan. So if we're super hungry and need more than what we planned for, or if we want to eat something totally different. First up, we have some boxed mac and cheese. This is super easy, super fast. We also have some crackers and some tuna packets. We also have this organic shredded beef, which I also am taking on a hiking / camping trip later this year, which I'm excited to share. But this is a great way to add protein to one of your meals. So you could add the tuna or the beef to one of these and have more than just mac and cheese. We also bring pre-cooked rice so that if any of our dishes contain rice, which one of them does this coming trip, we don't have to cook it. It's already cooked for us. I personally love A Dozen's Cousins because you can get the ones that are cooked in bone broth, but there are other ones that are cheaper that are really delicious too. We also have ramen noodles. We, again, are gluten and dairy free, so this is our choice for that. These are super delicious, and we have lots of different dishes that we make with them, or you can just heat them up and add some spices. Jeff is a soup guy, and so we just have some random soups in here for him. On our next trip, we are doing loaded baked potatoes, and so we've got some black beans, some of the epic bacon bites, and some hot sauce to go with those. We have salt and pepper that stays right in here. They're actually from Thrive, which Thrive is a great hack for us when we're meal planning for longer trips like this, because we can put things in our cart as we think of building those recipes and menus, and then we just get it, it comes to the house, and we can immediately pack it. But we always have salt and pepper in those bins, especially because you don't want to be at a camp or at a cabin and not have basic spices. We also have a can of coconut milk because if we're making the mac and cheese or if I want an extra fatty latte, this is always helpful to have on hand. But for my lattes, if I'm not bringing a refrigerated plant milk, this is a powder mix that I make. Opening it carefully. It's literally super easy. It's equal parts coconut milk powder and cashew powder, and it just dissolves really easily in the water to make a delicious matcha latte. We also have some instant potatoes, and these are not super easy to find dairy-free options for, but this brand is, and again, we got this from Thrive. Okay, last before I get to this little bin inside the bin is we have some of the bare bones bone broth. So sometimes you want something warm, at least I do. Jeff doesn't normally, especially in the evenings, but you don't want caffeine. And if I don't want a cup of tea or if I've already had one, then these are a great option. They're also wonderful at adding flavor to other dishes. Lastly is this little bin within the bin. And in here is where we have the little things. So I actually have some tiny snacks, like some beef sticks. These are the Anchor ones. We also have some Yum Earth Sour Littles, Spice Witch chili oil, because this elevates any dish. In this pouch within the box, we have some soy sauce packets, the gluten-free soy sauce. So whenever I come across these, I always hold on to them. And then we have some random hazelnut butter. Yeah, we have hazelnut chocolate butter, like the Justin's version of Nutella. We have some maple almond butter. There's some peanut butters in here as well. In this pouch, we have a bunch of Element electrolytes so that we make sure we stay nice and hydrated. I do have a random selection of bagged teas. I prefer loose leaf at home. However, I have found that bagged teas are way more easy to use when you're out camping. And I have some bedtime, some ginger, and some mint. We have a chicken gravy mix, again, gluten and dairy free, so that we could elevate a dish if we needed to. If we wanted to make these mashed potatoes, add this, maybe add that ground beef, it will eventually become a meal. And then we have taco seasoning because we are going to use this on the next coming trip, but also it is super delicious and a great thing to have in here. There's just two more things in here. We have some of these Gingens candies, so if anyone's having a little tummy ache, we have the ginger tea, but we also have these ginger candies as well. And then last up, I was introduced to these earlier this year. These are great NA options, as well as if you want to add booze, but we don't drink. So these are really great options to just add to your seltzer waters and have a really delicious drink. So we've got Skinny Marg, Mint Mojito, Strawberry Mule. I think that's it. Yeah, those are the three flavors that we have. And then, yeah, that's it, except for we do have a couple of these. Jeff loves regular peanut butter, and so we have those in here. I think I got them when we stayed at a hotel, and so we just popped them in here. So I'm going to repack this and make sure that nothing is missing from our list. I think there's a couple more things that we need for the meals that we're going to be eating on this next trip. So let me know if you have any questions, if you would pack anything different in here. There are a few other things that we will pack for different trips, so I'll probably film a similar video in the future. But this is the gist to make sure that we have everything we need. This is going to be a 3-day trip, and we will not eat all of this, but that is the point. We want to make sure that we have options, that we don't have to stress about food, because traveling when you have allergies or even being rurally outside at a campground or dispersed camping can be really stressful. And so this is how we take away that stress and feel super prepared. I hope that this helps you feel more prepared. I'm going to pack up this box and get ready to hit the road.